Hello and welcome to this 10-minute sun salutation flow. Start by coming to the top of the mat, meeting me in Tadasana. Inhale, circle the arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward to Uttanasana. Inhale to a halfway lift with a long spine, and exhale to lower down through fold and step both feet back, come to plank pose. Sending the gaze out ahead, lower the knees, begin to send the body forwards, bend the elbows and lower the body in one diagonal line. Walk the hands below the shoulders, press into the hands to draw the shoulders back, lift the heart, come to Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. Staying for a few rounds of breath here, and exhale as you lower down, bring the feet back. Step up through tabletop and make your way to downward dog. Pedaling out the feet one at a time. Let's just soften into the backs of the hamstrings. Gazing forwards and stepping both of the feet to the top of the mat. Lowering down to your forward fold. And then inhale, circle the arms overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. And exhale to Tadasana. Inhale, draw arms high, squeeze the legs together, bend the knees, send sits bones back, come to Utkatasana, your chair pose. Exhale, lower down, forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift, step the right foot back. Inhale, come up to a warrior one stance or a high lunge. Squaring the hips, engaging the legs. Staying for one more deep inhale. Exhale, lower the hands to the floor. Step both feet back, come to plank position. This time moving down through Chaturanga. And coming up through upward dog. Rolling on the tops of the feet, come back to downward dog. Staying for a few rounds of breath, send the gaze forwards, step the feet forwards, come to a halfway lift, and then exhale as you fold down. Inhale, draw arms high, sit back into your invisible chair, come to Utkatasana. Exhale, fold down, lower the gaze. Inhale, halfway lift, stepping the left foot back. Inhale, draw arms high, come to high lunge. Or warrior one, keeping the hips square, legs engaged. Taking a final breath, exhale, lower the hands, step front leg back to plank, send the gaze out ahead. Moving through Chaturanga, begin to send the body forwards, bend the elbows, lower down in one line with control. Then curl the toes, come to the tops of the feet, keeping the hips and the thighs raised as you come to up dog. Rolling on the tops of the feet, coming back to downward dog. Pedaling out the legs here, taking any movements that feel welcome in your body. And stepping both feet together, inhale, draw right leg high. Begin to stack the hip, bend the knee. Send the gaze under the left shoulder. Just playing with balance here in three-leg downward dog. Then draw the knee towards the torso in a plank position. See if you can tap knee to arm. And then step the foot in between the hands, pivot the back foot. Windmill the arms, come up to warrior two. Staying active in warrior two, both legs engaged. Take an inhale, reach forwards and back, come to reverse warrior. And as you exhale, warrior two. Windmill the hands, frame the foot, step back to plank, moving through Chaturanga or modifying by lowering the knees if you need to. Lowering down in one line with control, and curling onto the tops of the feet, come to up dog. Rolling your way back to downward dog. Taking a breath here and then inhale, draw left leg high. Begin to stack the hips, bend the knees, send the gaze under the right shoulder if comfortable. And then begin rolling yourself forwards. Come to that plank position. Knee taps to arm. Foot steps in the middle of the hands. Pivot the back foot. Windmill arms, come to warrior two. Begin to open front hand skywards. Reach back. Come to reverse warrior. And exhale through warrior two. Lower the hands, pivot the back foot, step back through plank. Moving down through Chaturanga once more. Take a deep inhale, send the body forwards, bend elbows. Roll onto the tops of the feet, come up to up dog. And then drawing yourself back to downward dog. Staying for a few rounds of breath here, and stepping the feet forwards to your halfway lift and lowering all the way down to forward fold. Bring hands to hips and with a flat spine, lift yourself up on the inhale. Soften arms either sides of the shoulders. Bend the right knee, draw the right knee towards the torso, just hugging the knee into the chest. Finding balance on the grounded leg. Take left hand to the outside of the right knee. Begin to twist in towards the right side of the body. Extend the right arm behind you. See if you can send the gaze to the right fingertips. And coming to a twisted balance here. Coming back through center, bring hands to prayer. Flex the right foot. Send torso forwards. Right leg comes back to warrior three. Trying to bring the body into a T shape here. And step the right foot back. Pivot both of the toes to face the sides of the mat. Bring hands to the hips. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. And as you exhale, fold forwards. Come to a straddle fold. Maybe the hands lower down to the ground. Maybe the hands stay on the legs for support. Wherever you find yourself, with every exhale, just inviting the body to soften. And slowly begin bending into the right knee. Send the body's weight onto one side and into the left. Transitioning from side to side as you bend, working our way towards a Skandasana. Bend into the right knee. See if you can pivot on the left heel. Toes face the sky. Hands come to prayer. Legs stay engaged here, holding you in position. Hands come down. Body transfers to the right side. Right foot pivots. Hands come to prayer. And then come back to straddle. Bring both of the hands either side of the feet. See if you can lower the head down to the ground. Walk both of the hands over to the right side, maybe just coming a little bit further away from the right foot, just taking a deep stretch down the left side body. Walking the hands through center, taking the hands over to the left side and lowering down. And bringing the hands back through center. Hands to hips. Inhale as you lift. This time pivoting the right foot, step left to the top of the mat. Begin to bend and lift left leg. Hugging the knee into the body. Then taking right hand to the outside of the left knee. Extending left arm, sending the gaze towards the back of the mat, maybe towards the left fingertips, and just coming to a balance here. Adding a slight bend into the grounded leg, just to help you stabilize. Inhale as you come back, bring hands to prayer, flex left foot, torso comes forward, left leg comes back, the body comes to a T shape. Trying to bring the torso and the leg level with one another. And slowly, as you find balance, see if you can extend the grounded leg or maybe keeping a slight bend and lifting yourself back up to Tadasana. Release the arms. Inhale, circle arms overhead and exhale to swan dive. Come to Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale to lower down through forward fold. Ground the hands, step the feet back, come to plank. Send the gaze out ahead, last Chaturanga or modified. Sending the body forwards, bending the elbows. Come up through up dog or cobra. Lower the knees, send the sits bones back to the heels and lower down into child's pose. Coming to the final posture of today's class. Just giving yourself time to come back to the breath. Rest the body. Soak in the warmth that we've generated in our bodies throughout our sun salutations. And walk the hands into the knees. Lift yourself up to a kneeling position. Hands come to your lap. Inhale, circle the arms overhead. And exhale, hands come to heart center, locking in the energy of the practice. Thank you for joining me.